What's up, beautiful people? I'm Brody from Boston, and today we're talking the MTV show, The Challenge. This is season 35, Total Madness, War of the World, the whole thing. It's my favorite show of all time, especially right now. But all right, the name, well, it's episode 15, and the name of the episode is Crash Into Me. Last episode we had Anissa and Josh. Bye bye, and the Red Skulls were in Kyle and Bailey's hands. I feel really good about that episode. But, that being said, the Red Skulls running out and threatening at the beginning of the season, putting Jay in 3 times, there was really no repercussions for that, and nobody's seen any type of punishment at all. Like, because Jay went in freaking, you know what I'm saying? You would think, I don't know. I wish they just cut some people. Like, I wish Kyle and Josh didn't even get an opportunity and blah, blah, blah. Like, it would have showed that, yeah, you bullying Jay and throwing him in every time wasn't a smart idea. Like, TJ was threatening the whole time. Like, TJ was always throwing these, like, jabs, like, yeah, you keep throwing these idiots in, you keep throwing Jay in, like, you need to, when are you going to go down yourself, type stuff. But that's that. So this episode begins with Bananas says to Kyle, listen, we need to get into the tribunal. Yeah, so Bananas is already trying to figure out his way to get into this final, and, it starts with getting the tribunal, and him and Kyle, they have to figure out how to get into it. So I already feel like Bananas is, like, pulling strings and figuring out ways to get himself in there. Then right after that, it cuts to an awesome scene between Corey and Nelson. Corey and Nelson, they're acting totally different this season. The genuineness that is coming off them is amazing. They're so humble and caring and working with each other. It's so perfect. And it's exactly what I've been waiting for them to do. That being said, it's like, I remember Corey from back in the day where he would slam you on your head because your pasta got sat on. Like, that's the type of Corey that dude is, and now he's doing all the right things. It just blows my freaking mind. And then we got sirens. We got a daily daylight challenge. Like, usually the challenges are like nighttime. This is a daily challenge. And TJ throws out a bomb. It's a double elimination. And that's a bomb fucking shell. Girl and a boy. The name of it is going to be Crash Course. It's individual. You got 10 goofy motherfuckers standing on barrels. You got one stunt car and one driver. And you got to drive and hit the e-brake and hopefully slam down as many things as you can. That's it. It's like the challenge version of bowling, with heavy vehicles and people who drank a lot last night driving them. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, I could only imagine. So think about this too. It's like, so this car is a shit car. I hope they did some servicing to it, because drifting with one of these is rough. Okay, so it's a complete shitbox car, and you got, I hope it's not stock parts, but it possibly could be stock parts. But I used to drift cars back in the day too, when I was an idiot. You'd smash the e-brake, which would create the back wheels to stop spinning. That's gonna basically send the car on a skid. Once it's skidding, you can hit the gas, get them to spin, and then send it drifting. These people are just cranking the e-brake and letting that thing fucking hang. But it's super dangerous. The thing could flip. I don't know if this is a stock e-brake in a stock car. I have no idea. But it looks like a fucking dangerous challenge, in my opinion. Like, a fucking dangerous challenge. Like, the waiver you have to sign for this, you're playing chicken with human lives. Human lives are at risk here. Human lives. This is super dangerous. We got a car going 60 miles an hour. That's fast, coming right at you. We got, literally, the ground is wet, so they sprayed down the ground with wet water, which is going to help lose the traction even more, sending this car sideways down the street. or whatever the fuck they're driving on. We got ambulances, we got medical teams, we got apparatuses that look like hashtags swinging in the air. This is a gnarly challenge, and this is for the ages. This is a crazy one. Alright, KC, Rogan, Bananas absolutely fucking send it, in my opinion. They throw that thing down sideways, swinging down through there. Okay, listen. They're on barrels. They got 3 barrels on top of each other, and it looks like a windy day on trash day when the barrels are just flying all over the street in Boston, Massachusetts. It's nuts. That's what goes on around here. But that's that. I sense kind of foul play when Banana does his run, because I seen some people who really didn't even get affected by the car just like fall over, and it could have been the wind, or it could have been Bananas whispering in their ear. That could have been the wind. You know what I'm saying? Just Bananas going, "Hey, you drop and get me in the tribunal. I'll remember that." And who knows? People might do it. He has that type of mist that he can just fill the room with and get shit to happen. Conspiracy, I don't know. I'm not sure. Kyle goes up for up to bat and swing and a miss. Kyle cannot do the drill again. Like Cara Maria said, Kyle, when it comes to finishing the drill, you just can't do it. You just can't do it. Then Left Foot Nelly comes up off the top ropes, and this fool absolutely craps his pants, like right in front of everybody. He does worse than Kyle, in my opinion. I just can't. I don't know what's going on with Nelly, but when these challenges or anything clutch comes into his possession, he royally just fucks it off. He just fucks it off badly. He just sends it to the left when it should be going to the right. Left Foot Nelly, I love you, brother, but just please stop overthinking stuff. Stop it. Just let it fly. You got an amazing head on your shoulders. You're a smart dude, and you can figure it out. But just for some reason, you got like this Derek mist on you. And I hate to say it and bring it up, but there's just some shit like kicking a soccer ball, or I don't know, this hall brawl. I don't know. I just feel bad for you, my man. I wish you win it. You deserve a win. Don't worry about Corey, my man. You deserve a win too. So that's that. That's just what I'm seeing. So now after that challenge, we get the winner is KC and Bananas, and they have to come up with the third nominee for the tribunal, and they choose Kyle. I don't know, but Kyle got lucky there. Now we get back to the house, and there's a lot of deals going on. So many that I can't really even wrap them all up. Jenny says behind Rogan's back his name, and that's not cool. Like, I don't know, and then Rogan gets pissed. Alright. Next is Jenny just making random decisions, and we're going to talk about that coming up. So right now the losers are having their nominations, and Rogan says, to prove that I'm not a pussy, in his words. And to anybody offended by that word, I'm sorry, but the challenge allowed it, so fuck it, why can't I allow it? He wants in. He wants to prove himself. To prove that he's not a pussy, he wants in. Now, the girls, this is getting very, very sharp, nasty, feisty, and grungy. Ninja. Where's Ninja this season? That's a weird one right there. Where the hell's Ninja? And Laurel. I wonder what the hell's up there. Those chicks were fucked, but they were great. Great for the show. Okay, so now Jenny, she gets called up by Rogan during this whole fucking mess. Rogan basically just throws it on her. And he's like, what'd you say in the other room? Like, did you mention my name? And then she's like, oh yeah. And then Rogan was like, who was there? And she's like, all the girls and Banana. She was just throwing everything out there. And it just blew my mind. It's like this girl makes lies, but then she's not clever enough to figure out how to keep them together from not spilling all over the place. Don't lie if you can't remember what you're lying about. That's step number one. It's just so stupid, and like, you're stupid in the game. I don't mean to disrespect you any other way. I think you're brilliant, bright, smart individual, but in this game, it's bad, Jenny. It's bad. But you might be able to turn it around. Now, interrogations, that's what I call them. We got Nelson, Corey, D, Bailey. Nelson offers to go in. This is huge. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Nelson goes up to Bananas and Kyle and says, listen, Corey, this is his season. He's got a kid back home. I'd rather see him in the better position than me. And I have an opportunity to look out for him. This is what I want to do. And Bananas and Kyle, they're blown away. They couldn't believe it. It was so heroic. And it's showing how much Corey and his family mean to Nelson. You can see it. It means a lot. Same with Nelson and how much he means to Corey. They have such a amazing bond, dude. And it's something you only dream of, you know? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now this is what we've all been waiting for, especially me. So if you're a fan of this channel, then you know I love the Hall Brawl. And there's been a couple episodes where I'm like, there's gotta be a Hall Brawl next one. There's gotta be a Hall Brawl. And it's finally here. You see TJ coming out like it's like the Game of Thrones. I'm getting this feeling like he's the fucking king. Y'all motherfuckers are about to burn. That's what I'm vibing on. I'm feeling it. I feel it. Now, TJ says, welcome back. Just to start it off. Now, you're dangerously close to the final. That's another thing he says. Remember these cues that he's giving out. You gotta keep an eye on this shit because it means something. It does mean something. We got the losers. They voted in Rogan and Jenny. All right. Now the tribunal votes. So Banana votes D for the women. Casey votes D. Kyle votes D. Now for the guys, Bananas honors Corey and Nelson's friendship and votes in Nelson. What a move by Bananas. You could have been a snake and thrown in Corey, but you're growing too, and you deserve some recognition for making a great-hearted move. Corey, he has a deep connection with Nelson, and he's crying, they're hugging. It was like the best moment in challenge history in a long time. This was a powerful, powerful, powerful moment. It was perfect. Perfecto. Now, we got D and Jenny are up first, and their first round, they hit really hard. But you can notice that Jenny did her homework since the last time she went in against Tori. Now, when she went in against Tori, Tori just absolutely slapped her and just overpowered her. Even though Jenny has more muscle or whatever, Tori's got that thickness, okay? And it's a different type of thickness. I don't know what Jenny's fucking pumping through, but you can tell that chick's got the protein, she's got the creatine, or whatever she's got. But she's got some of that, which is fine. That's not illegal. I'm not saying she's doing steroids, but Tori, she's I don't know. She might be stronger than Jenny, even though Jenny's looking huge. That's all I'm saying. Now, when Jenny, she learned something that I see. She's hitting a lot lower, which is creating D to get off balance. So when Jenny's lower to the ground, she has D's weight pushing down on top of her, which gives her more traction into the ground, and then she can create the move. Just as long as she's getting enough traction off the sand, she's going to have everything she needs to go forward. She's got the quads. But now, what's really interesting about this is that D is up high. So Jenny is pushing up on D, which is losing traction on fucking D. So think about this. Like, if a car is trying to drive fast, ready? Like, if you're street racing or whatever, and you just keep spinning, or your car is not leaving fast enough, you put more weight in the back of the car, it's going to give your car more traction to actually push it and then hook and then drive faster. So, okay, so at this moment right here, D realized I got my shit rocked. Look at that. We got Jenny and D at Jenny's bell, and Jenny's about to ring it with her head. What a savage. You got Jenny with all the freaking traction in the world just pushing through D, threw it right out the other side, and it was crazy to watch. She does it 2 rounds in a row. Congratulations, Jenny. You win. Now, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. That's the song that's playing right now when it's, we got Rogan versus Kyle. And this shit was rated R. These people, Rogan versus Nelson, these people are breathing heavy. The first hit, they almost hit head to head, shoulder to shoulder. And you could see Rogan was hurt. It did not obviously show it, but right after this round, you can see Rogan like stretching his back, like, ugh. And then also what he said to Nelson was, I'm never going to be the same, or whatever, after he did to me. But that's just the way these challenges are. Don't sign up unless you're ready to get your fucking physically body changed. Because the most ruthless final is what's coming up. The most brutal final is what's coming up. Now, before this whole first round, Nelson salutes and goes in, and these dudes are like looking like two fucking testosterone-filled deer, and they're fighting over a piece of steak, and they're just smashing each other, just like who's got the more testosterone, and Rogan was just outdoing him. Nelson was getting very tired. Nelson had a black eye, and oh yeah, also I got an amazing picture of Nelson, so check out this eye right here. Look at that eye. That eye does not look good. Now, we got Rogan, who won twice. Super sad. Corey went down there, and this is what Corey's seen when he's seen his eye. This is what it looked like. These bitches are so funny. Like, they really are. Okay, but now to end this episode, we got TJ says, pack your fucking bags, everyone, because start packing your bags because it's about to be the final. And then he says, literally, he's going to give us a signal for when the final's going to hit. Blows my mind. But if anybody likes these videos, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you guys want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button is over here, and then you see all of my other videos and shit, and it mean a lot because I'm trying my ass off right now. And until next time, I'm Brody from Boston. Everybody, I love you. Love you.